Okay, last thing for this unit. So we are going to look at quadratic inequalities. So basically the same thing we did for linears is we're going to sketch the feasible regions. We're going to sketch where y is bigger than x squared minus 2x minus 3. So our first job is to not really worry about the inequality and just figure out what this graph looks like. So we're going to think about it as an equal sign. How do we graph a quadratic? I'm going to use the x-intercept strategy. So I'm going to factor this guy. So x minus 3 and x plus 1. So it's just looking for two numbers that multiply to be negative 3 and add to be negative 1. So I have x-intercepts at 3 and negative 1. I have, 3 and negative 1. My y-intercept is negative 3 because I just set x equal to 0. So that's more than enough to sketch my graph. So I have an x-intercept here at negative 1, an x-intercept here at 3. I have a y-intercept down here at negative 3, 0. And my vertex is probably somewhere down there. Not really worried. Okay, so here's my sketch. I already made a mistake. Who knows what my mistake is? This is where y is greater than. So this should not be a solid line. This guy should be a dotted line. So same rule for when it's linear. If it's less than or greater than, it's a dotted line. Oh, you guys can't see that, which I just realized. There we go. So if it's less than or greater than, it's a dotted line. If it's less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, it's a solid line. Okay, dotted line. Next thing I need to do is I need to test a point. So I need to figure out if I'm shading in here or outside. So I always pick 0, 0 when I can. So I'm going to plug 0 into here. So I get 0 is greater than negative 3. Is 0 greater than negative 3? Yes. So this is true. So I shade where 0, 0 is. It means that 0, 0 is in the feasible region. So I shade in here. And that's it. That's how you shade quadratic inequalities. Now this question's kind of fun. So it's giving me a graph. It's giving me a shaded region. And I need to figure out what kind of symbol I'm going to use here. Well, without doing anything, you should know for sure that it's one of these two symbols because it's a solid line. So because this is a solid line, it's either greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So the next thing I need to figure out is what's going on with this region here. So it's obvious to me that the point 3, 0 is in the shaded region, okay? Because 3, 0 is right there. This is 2, this is 4, so obviously 3, 0 is in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug 3, 0 in this equation and make the symbol so that what the numbers I see are correct. So let's just do that. So this is 0. So I'm going to put 3 in here, minus 2 times 3 squared, which is 9, plus 12 times 3, minus 17. So minus 18, plus 36, minus 17. Minus 35, plus 36, so I end up with 1. So this is what I have. So which is greater, 0 or 1? This one, and it's greater than or equal to, so I use that symbol. So that would be the final answer. That's it, quadratics of inequalities. Inequalities of